Hey guys, it's Madison, also known as MKPINK04 here on the internet, and this week's episode of Old People in Cars is going to be with my Grandma Joyce.
My name is Joyce Kelsch, and we're just exiting the retirement center where I live for senior citizens. Very comfortable and happy to be here.
So Mother, one of the things that's unique about Old People in Cars, so far you're the oldest person to be on Old People in Cars. How old are you?
I will, excuse me, got a frog in my throat. I will be 90 in October of this year.
So what year were you born?
I was born in 1926. I came from a large family. There were 9 of us that survived and 9 children, so I always had lots of playmates. And I had 5 children. Our 2 oldest children, Nick and Bruce. And then my husband, Bud, he had cancer. And so then we didn't have any other children, so we had Eric. And then we were blessed with our twins, Jill and Joel.
You all right, Ma?
I'm okay.
You want a beer?
It just makes me sad when I think about Dad.
Yeah.
Dad's illness. We didn't know if he was going to survive.
In the 50s. Well,
So I don't talk about it very much. So that's enough.
let's talk about Dad a little more than Mom. But he made it till 87. That's
He
so there was
lived till he was 87.
so there was a happy ending.
It certainly was.
All right,
And
so-
he didn't die from cancer then.
You're from North Dakota, you have a pretty hoppin' accent. So
Right.
what are some cool things that you say? And
You know what? I think that you would be able to say the words. I don't realize that I even say anything that sounds like North Dakota. When we first moved,
Oh golly, Mom, I think you do.
I hear lots of people who aren't of Scandinavian background saying, oh yeah, and that sort of thing too. So
since you have so many children, you obviously have a favorite, so which one's your favorite?
the one that's with me.
You're always talking to Dad on the phone.
Yes.
But sometimes he tells you some stuff about stuff he's seen on the internet, and that just really confuses you. Because he says that he gets some stuff off of the Facebook. So, would you care to explain what Facebook is?
I know I'm not going to try.
Do you even understand what Facebook is?
I don't. I'm really out of touch and I don't care.
Do you know what TBT stands for?
No.
LOL.
I don't have to know that either.
WTF.
No.
By the face.
By the face.
That a lot of people use instead of acronyms as emojis.
Oh,
What?
Do you know what an emoji is, Mom?
no, I don't.
Like a hashtag?
No.
So how many years have you lived in North Dakota, Minnesota?
It's about 65 years.
So Mother, you're almost 90 years old.
Yes.
What would 90-year-old Joyce, what kind of advice would 90-year-old Joyce give 25-year-old Joyce?
Well, I'll have to think about that.
That's okay, we've got 2-3 hours.
Oh, good. Okay. I think I probably lived my life pretty well. Probably wouldn't make too many changes.
Good. What would 90-year-old Joyce give, what kind of advice would 90-year-old Joyce give 14-year-old Madison?
I think there's becoming more dishonesty, and I think it's important to be honest.
What is the best prank that you've ever pulled on anyone?
I can't think of any in particular,
Oh,
but
good grief.
we always had April Fool jokes. It's just a little family affair.
Your mother and father have good senses of humor?
My dad died when he was 57, and he was always more stern, and I really was afraid of him. And then my mother did.
What's the biggest or like coolest thing that's happened in technology that you've been like, wow, that's really cool?
It's telephones that you could talk on, and you would also see the people. And I didn't think I would ever see that.
Tell us a story about the Great Depression.
How poor were you?
We never went without food, not at all, because my mother and Dad always produced food on the farm. But it was like the clothing, you know, our mothers had to, or our grandmas did a lot of sewing. Only once I saw we had to wear some shabby shoes to school.
So when Grandpa was in the war, how did that affect you?
I didn't know your dad then. When people would say, "Oh, I suppose if you came from the same town, you were high school sweethearts," and I would say, "No, I was in grade school when he was in high school." In the 8th grade, I think I probably was when he graduated from high school. But we were 3.5 years in age difference. That was and so I got acquainted with him after the war.
What do you remember about World War II?
Oh my gosh. Well, I do remember that everyone really backed the efforts of the president, and not everyone, but practically everyone. And really anything that, if the rationing of the food or the gas, you did not hear grumbling about it.
Do you think people were more patriotic back then than they are now?
Yes, I did. I do.
And who do you think the next president's going to be?
I think Hillary will become the next president. I think I will live to see the first woman president.
What's the biggest contrast from when you were my age to how my childhood is?
Well,
You're 14 years old, and I'm 14 years old.
Mom, do you think Madison's spoiled rotten?
No, she's not spoiled rotten.
Just spoiled a little bit?
But, well, that was what I was going to say, was I wouldn't say spoiled, but because she's a very nice young lady. But I'm going to speak in general about 14-year-olds. They're so much more privileged and just appalled at some of the things that children are exposed to at this day and age. And I guess that is the biggest contrast that I would say. That at 14, I was a really naive, shy little country girl. And you people at 14 have traveled and been exposed to all of these things on the computer.
Do you have any good stories about your children and any big regrets raising them?
Well, you know, raising children, you learn as you go along with one experience after another. You know, you think you're doing the right thing. And of course I have some regrets about different situations, but we did not know the outcome of how that affected our family. And so I tried to do the best that I could. And I think I did, and
Oh, you did a great job.
Yeah.
Do you understand what YouTube is?
No.
Well, this is where this video is gonna go.
Oh.
And that's on the internet.
Okay, and how many thousands of people are going to see that?
Fractions of thousands.
Fractions, well, that's good.
What advice do you have for the 14-year-old viewers?
Well, just to live the best life that you can, and to be honest.
What are some Joyceisms? A penny, if I say it out loud, you finish the sentence. A penny saved.
Is a penny earned.
Why put off for tomorrow?
What you can do today.
Eric is my favorite.
My favorite son.
Favorite child.
Oh,
Who's your favorite grandchild?
well, seeing there's only one in the car, I would say Madison.
Who's your favorite grandchild?
Well, I would say Madison.
So here's one of the things that Joyceism, Ma, is when you go, Ma. It's when somebody says something that you don't agree with, what do you say? Or what expression do you have? Oh, poor. You know you do it, right?
I don't do it anymore.
Oh,
No,
my
you did
gosh.
it yesterday.
You did it yesterday, yes.
Yay, oh dear.
We have black squirrel.
That's nice.
Squirrel. All right, let me ask you a question, Mother. Why do women act like it's so hard to cook? Cooking's not hard. I can cook. Why do you women make it seem like it's so hard?
Well, because women have spent so much time in the kitchen that you just get tired of it. See,
Look, there's Jill. Look, there's your daughter.
We're busy. We got to go to the bar.
That's Aunt Jill.
And what about Madison?
Well, Madison is a very special young lady. And I think that she will probably always be a very good person.
How long do you want to live? Do you think you'll make it to 100?
I don't want to. There are 2 ladies in my exercise class that are 100.
So what do you think of my mom?
Well, I love your mother.
Do you think she's fairly okay?
Huh?
Do you think she's fairly okay?
Fairly okay.
Yeah.
No, I think she's just fine.
When
Just fine.
When Madison asked Dolores, "What do you think of my dad?" she said, "Oh, he's fairly okay." I'm only a fairly okay guy, Mom.
Okay.
Well, should we say goodbye?
I think it would be.
So we gotta tell
very
Grandma
good.
how she has to say goodbye.
Okay.
So she's gonna do her sign off, Mom, and then you go like this and put your hand up here. So you don't have to touch the lens.
Thank you guys so much for watching.
When she says thumbs up, we have to go like this.
Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you want to see more videos from me every Madison Monday. I hope you have an amazing day and don't forget to smile. Bye.
Well, you're trying to make that into a program for yourself, for people to
Yeah, I'm gonna be
listen
famous.
to. Oh.
She's gonna be famous. This is all part of her being famous.
Oh, that is-
We're getting there.
Oh, almost got it. It's a good one. Almost got a squirrel.
Yeah.
Did you see Grandma? She's
Yep.
like, nah. Okay.
That's good. That's a good one there, Squirt.